So Can't Lose You, I've said it before, it's kind of the North Star off this project. It was really the song, I think, that kickstarted the whole dream and idea of like, man, maybe I could do an 80s record. The song lyrically really set, I think, the tone for how I wanted to approach the rest of the record. I wanted it to be a very present record of where I am and talk a little bit about this journey that I've been on for the past 2.5 years. You may or may not know I got sober, but you know, I went to this rehab facility in Utah, and I remember walking in and just the journey between when I went and at the end of the month when I got out was one of the most dramatic changes in my life. I mean, spiritually, emotionally, I got out of there and just felt like, okay, man, I'm ready to try something new. I'm ready to approach life in a completely different way. And you know, a lot of this record is about, you know, forgiving myself and also just recognizing all the forgiveness and the love and support that I got from my wife, my bandmates, you know, friends and family. I had so many people that helped me through this journey. And I just wanted to put all that gratitude, you know, into a record. And specifically, I feel like that this song, Can't Lose You, encompasses so much of that. Like a bit of an epiphany. You know, this man is realizing all these things for the first time that he could do without, but the thing that he can't do without is his family, you know, is his faith, all those things. And I'm really excited to see how people, you know, read into the song. I think that's the beauty about music, is you put your own story into lyrics, you know. You know, that's always one of my favorite things when I'm with Lady A, is hearing, you know, how different songs hit people differently. I wrote this song, we had a writing session with Lindsey Rhymes, who were in his home studio right here. And then we also wrote it with my buddy Josh Keir, who I've written countless songs with. He wrote Need You Now. And then this newer writer who's really hot right now. He's really hot right now. Michael Whitworth. He is a ball of energy. And sometimes where I get stuck is really just having to grind through the details of the lyrics. And I think having Michael and Josh Keir there was just like, you knew that the lyrics were going to be just spot on. And I feel like in all the songs we did, it was just so fun to watch how all four of us would throw in ideas and then they would get chiseled together. And we were jumping up and down. I mean, it was like, I haven't had a writing session like that in a long time. I mean, but that day we looked at each other and we were like, I don't know if this is a hit, but this is one of the best songs I've ever been a part of writing. It's the most fun I've had. And we were like, when can we do this again? For the video of Can't Lose You, you know, I didn't have this crazy big giant budget. So I said, okay, how can we get this idea of this journey from kind of starting out in the beginning of the week, really hesitant and very depressed, to where you kind of see the light and have this epiphany. And so really simply, we just kind of created this, you know, anybody that's ever been to any, you know, kind of group meetings, you know, they always have these cheap little chairs in a circle or whatever it might be, and you're kind of all sharing your story, and it's really cathartic. It's an amazing process. But I remember when I first walked in, I mean, I was really hesitant, you know, to kind of open up. And so, you know, I wanted people to kind of feel this journey of this is this guy, afraid to kind of open up, and then you kind of see him gradually get more comfortable. And then, you know, you see then the same guy, myself, kind of, you know, dancing and feeling, and you got the light pouring in. And that's kind of really what that was. It was a way for us to get that idea of showing that journey that I went through. And it was so beautifully shot. You know, I had this lady, Harper Smith, who really came on board early on to help with the creative, and I just loved her energy, man. She's kind of like me. She's got a little bit of ADD and just gets after it, just throws out ideas. And I just knew right off the bat that she was going to nail it. And so this song, though, is hands down, I mean, has to be my top 3 favorite song off this record. And without it, I don't know if I would have really chased this journey down.